Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Top 5 Niches of the Week. This is episode number 96, and today's going to be an interesting episode because if you have looked at any of the niche research tools recently, you saw what I saw when I was prepping this episode. It is absolutely dominated with a lot of Pi Day shirts because tomorrow is March 14th, which is Pi Day. So we don't want to sell any Pi Day shirts because those shirts won't have time to get to the customers before Pi Day. Same goes for St. Patrick's Day. So right now, basically the whole, you can scroll for a while and you're going to see a whole bunch of shirts for niches that it's not really beneficial to continue to list products in those niches. But don't worry, I have 5 good niches for you to help you increase your print-on-demand sales this week and in future weeks. So why don't we get started? Real quick, we've got 2 winners to announce for last week's free print-on-demand giveaway. If this looks like your email address, you will hear from me shortly with your prizes. Congratulations to the winners, and this kicks off a new giveaway you can enter for free using the link in the description, should be at the top. Also down there in the description, I've got a free 8-day print-on-demand mini course. All I need is your email address, and I'll send you 1 lesson a day. And I've got a great print-on-demand Facebook community if you guys would like to join. All right, let's get to these top 5 niches. Niche number 1, this is going to be an obvious one, but I couldn't not put it at number 1 because if you scroll through the best-selling shirts, you're going to see a lot of Pi Day, a lot of St. Patrick's Day, and a lot of Ukraine shirts, all right? By the way, anything that says the word Putin is going to get rejected immediately. I know it extends beyond just that word, but if it says Putin, like even me just saying that now, it's like, uh-oh, the YouTube algorithm might, this video might take an extra hour to process before they let me publish it. So it's definitely a trigger word, and it's not just on merch. Really quickly, on merch, there's a very strict content policy. When you submit something, it goes through the, content policy checks, the trademark checks, and then if it gets to the processing step, that means you're safe. It's going to get through, it's going to go live. With Seller Central, they don't have that same rigorous, strict content policy. There are still policies with Seller Central, but it's not the same submission process. I just wanted to say that anything that says Putin at all whatsoever is getting removed from Seller Central, and typically that means Etsy might follow suit, Redbubble might follow suit in the future. So if you've got stuff that says the magic word, you may want to consider deleting it proactively. And anybody on Seller Central that already has stuff that says the word Putin, you've probably noticed that it's gotten removed recently. All right, so niche number 1, though, is the Ukraine, I guess you say pro-Ukraine niches. All right, and that comes as no surprise to anybody. If you saw my episode last week, you know that we went into the sub-niches and we knew that there was a lot of sales velocity there. All right, niche number 2, and this is World Down Syndrome Day. So I believe I actually had just written it down. I believe it's March 21st. Yeah, March 21st. Now, it doesn't give us a ton of time to list new products, but I did notice this one kind of flew under the radar that they're selling pretty well, and the competition isn't as high as you'd probably expect. Anytime that I get to these sort of, it's not really a holiday, right? It's just a day related to kind of nonprofits. And sometimes these nonprofits can file trademarks related to maybe the ribbon color, or even try to trademark the day name itself. So you always want to be very careful. I always include a link to my "Is This Niche Safe?" video. That's the title of the video. Is this niche safe? Because I would get messaged once or twice a day minimum with people asking me is this niche safe? And as a rule of thumb, I never answer that for anybody because I just don't want to be responsible for other people's account health. But I'll happily link you guys to the "Is This Niche Safe?" video where I give you my process, which is my best ability way of, because it's not just about the content policy, right? It goes beyond that. The content policy is definitely not perfect and it's intentionally vague. So you definitely want to check that video out if you're going to sell stuff related to, well, really anything. Before you hit that submit button, if you want to keep your account safe, you want to definitely go through the validation process. So niche number 2, World Down Syndrome Day, and you need to get those shirts up pretty quickly as the day approaches. We still have 8 days from the today when I publish this video, but all right. So BSRs though ranging from, what was it, 30,000? Yeah, about 30,000 to 80,000 here in the first row of results. And shout out to Pretty Merch Pro for expediting the niche research process for these videos. You can find a link to that in the description. It's actually Pretty Merch Pro Plus to get the research tab, but it is well worth it, especially with the trademark search functionality. It's got the best trademark search out there from any paid research tool. All right, niche number 3 is I speak for the trees. So we know Earth Day is coming up in mid-April, a little bit late April, I believe. And this was one that it was really the best seller that popped up on my radar. I mean, I had to scroll pretty far to get some good niches for today's video, given how dominant the high end was by those 3 aforementioned niches, 2 of the 3 which we can't really target anymore given that they're going to come to pass soon. But I Speak for the Trees as an Earth Day shirt seemed to be selling pretty well. So I wanted to put this out there. You know, when I say, oh, Earth Day's coming, well, you need to do some sub niche research. And this is just a sub niche of Earth Day that, you know, is generating some sales, you know, pretty early on, right? About a month ahead of time. All right, niche number 4. And this is where I started kind of projecting into the future, all right? Because some weeks there's just a bunch of niches that are selling really well right now. And I'm like, if you're in tier 10, sell these shirts because this is the highest likelihood of you making a sale like today, you know, tomorrow. What I'm going to show you for niche 4 and niche 5 are more like, hey, let's get ready because down the line, these are going to be selling really well. And we may be able to position ourselves to capitalize on that by posting just a little bit earlier than everybody else. Okay, niche number 4. I was thinking, you know what? And it was inspired by some shirts that I did see that were selling pretty well. So it's not just that this popped into my head. It was that I actually looked at the research tools, looked at the sub niches, and this was starting to trend back up. Like you could even see if I hide myself here. So I came to Google Trends. What do you guys notice there? You see a little, that little dip down, the decline in people thinking about the word grilling is starting to reverse. And what's cool about Google Trends is I can expand that search to look at the last 5 years. And what do you know? It plays out basically the same pattern every single year. So this one's going to be no different. And it is right about now where we're going to see the trend of grilling. And I just had my friends invite me over to grill last weekend. Of course, I was at a wedding in Alabama, so I had to miss it. But it was a beautiful wedding, by the way. Great weather down there, too. And everybody was so nice. That was the one thing I took away. I was like, man, in Northern Virginia, people aren't nice like that. So shout out to everybody in Alabama. But I couldn't go and enjoy my friends grilling for the first time of 2022 because, you know, wasn't in the state. But anyways, grilling is coming, guys. I did a quick search on the word grilling, and this is pretty much the highest these BSRs are going to be probably for the rest of the year. 200,000, 200,000. They're basically all in 200,000. After this, these are all going to be on the decline. The grilling shirts are going to be fired up. Everybody's going to be buying grilling shirts for their, you know, dad or their husband. These are great Father's Day shirts, by the way, so maybe that's a good little preparation. I know it's still early to be talking about Father's Day, but, you know, grilling cross-niched with Father's Day, of course, low-hanging fruit there. Not that fathers are the only ones that grill, but I'm just saying they do well every year, all right? All right, niche number, and by the way, this shirt right here is one of the top-ranking grilling shirts. It says The Grill Father. I would not sell this shirt for obvious reasons. Anybody familiar with the Godfather movie franchise? Shout out to the Godfather movies, by the way, incredible movies. Classics. I would not feel comfortable myself doing things in the style of like another movie logo or like a big recognizable brand, even though you may say, but Ryan, I looked at the, you know, policies, or Ryan, I'm a lawyer and it should be okay per my understanding of the law. I don't doubt that it should be okay, right? Should be okay is like famous last words though, before the automated Amazon algorithm just like rejects your shirt and you get your account closed. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't work for Amazon, so you can't be mad at me for saying this. I'm just saying that like, it just is what it is, right? Like we are at the behest of Amazon, and you know, I just don't want anybody to get in trouble. So the fact that this is designed the way it is, where it's Godfather style, personally, I wouldn't feel comfortable selling it. All right, niche number 5. And this is, so actually I should have said this before I jumped ahead. Niche number 5, I was thinking like, all right, we have St. Patrick's Day coming up, big drinking day. We have, you know, people are preparing already for Cinco de Mayo, which is one of my favorite t-shirt holidays. And you know what? I'll show you one of my favorite designs that I ever did for Cinco de Mayo. Because maybe I'll do that as a part of my like 100,000 subscriber celebration. By the way, shout out to all the subscribers. Thank you. Anybody that's not subscribed, if you want to hit that red button, help me get there. That would be great, because that's going to be we're going to have to do a big celebration. But I love Cinco de Mayo for selling t-shirts. And I was thinking like, okay, alcohol holiday. So then I saw this shirt trending, recovery mode on. And I'm thinking, okay, so we have these alcohol-related holidays, or at least in my mind, I'm like, okay, Cinco de Mayo for sure, we're getting drunk. And, you know, St. Patrick's Day, sometimes I celebrate, sometimes I don't, but we definitely consume some adult beverages on Cinco de Mayo and you know, every other year probably for St. Patrick's Day. So recovery mode, when we're hungover, we're feeling the effects of that alcohol and probably feeling dehydrated and all those other great things, hurts your sleep. You don't feel great the next day. So the recovery mode shirts, it's kind of like playing both sides of these alcohol-related holidays. Of course, just a quick reminder, if you check the youth checkbox, you're subject to a stricter content policy. So be extremely careful if you check the youth checkbox for anything related to the consumption of adult beverages. I wouldn't recommend doing it. From personal experience, I've definitely gotten some rejections on those in the past. So I was just thinking like, hey, if we can sell shirts related to the obvious ones, what's the flip side? Well, the next day we're going to be hungover. So maybe some recovery mode and hangover themed shirts. All right. So I wanted to put that out there as niche number 5. And moving on, we have seller trends, shirts that have seen a significant boost in BSR recently. No surprise, they're pretty much all related to St. Patrick's Day. And one right here, Pi Day. By the way, this is kind of like ripping off the Star Wars theme. I would not sell that personally. I wouldn't feel safe. All right, looking ahead to random date holidays. And these are about a month out, okay? April 13th is International Plant Appreciation Day. April 14th is Ex-Spouse Day. All right, and I actually have a shirt that started picking, I don't know why, all right? I have no clue why, but it's related to divorcing, basically, like getting divorced, and it's been selling a lot lately. I was getting like daily sales last week. I was like, what's going on here? I'm happy with the sales, but I'm like, why is this selling so well all of a sudden? Maybe it's spring cleaning, right? April 15th, Good Friday. All right, shout out to Good Friday. There's some opportunity to make some like Jesus related, Catholic shirts. Okay, so April's a big month for that. April 16th, Husband Appreciation Day. So you got Ex-Spouse Day on 14th and Husband Appreciation Day on the 16th. April 17th, of course, shout out to Easter Sunday. All right, and it's not just the eggs, the Easter eggs, and the candy and all that, but also, of course, the religious side. So if you're trying to market some shirts, don't forget to play both sides, right? Sometimes you can cross niche them too into one Easter shirt. All right, bonus shirt. This is just one that I liked while I was doing my research. And I'm not saying you should be selling any more Pi Day shirts because, of course, that's tomorrow. But I just like the design here. They just took the yellow Pi symbol, like rotated it a bunch of different ways, made it big, made it small, and then put the like the top of a pineapple on the top. And they're making a bunch of sales. They already have 15 reviews at a $16.99 price point. So shout out to whoever designed this shirt. I think it's really good. All right, deleted designs brought to you by Merch Ninja Research Tools. And, again, Curious George all over the place removed. So maybe people were infringing on Curious George. And now the official brand is on Amazon. What else? A Pi Day shirt got removed. And a bunch of, I guess that's pretty much it. Pretty much a lot of Curious George stuff. All right. And guys, as we wrap this video up, just wanted to remind you, take advantage of the free weekly print on demand giveaway. It is free. It does not take long to enter. The link is at the top of the description. And yes, it's real. Like I've done, this is the 77th giveaway, I think, maybe the 78th. So there's been like almost 150 winners to date. Shout out to all the winners. Some people have even won twice. Yeah, you can do that. It's my print on demand mega pack, and I kind of flip flop the sponsors each week. This week is sponsored by Flying Research, print on demand research tools, AutomatePOD, print on demand design creation automation. I use this all the time. All American Graphics, premium pre-made graphics to help you with your designs, and Bubble Scout, the go-to Redbubble niche research and validation tool. Shout out to the sponsors. They're also linked to in the description. And I wanted to remind you, I did write a full print on demand course that I'm constantly updating. If you join, you get access to all the past content and the future content, and you get access to me walking you through how I make 6-figure sales every single year. So that link is in the description if you want to find out more. You can also shoot me a message or an email if you have any questions. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe, help me get to 100K, and I will see you guys tomorrow with a new video.